Now, if you're a Dogecoin holder, trust me, this video is going to be very important because there are some very exciting times ahead, which is going to completely change the idea of how well a crypto can do once it reaches the top 10 by market cap. Because if you just look at this overall daily chart, you will notice that ever since the start of February on the super trend, Dogecoin has been in a downtrend where the market actually fell all the way from 34 cents down to 13 cents. Ever since, we are not able to flip this, but the last 4 days consecutively has been testing this downtrend. Now you can see that this downtrend actually pretty much rejected it every single time, but today, just in the last 24 hours, there was a short period of time where we were able to break actually above the super trend and flip it into an uptrend. But the only thing that actually caused the market to flip back into a downtrend is actually Bitcoin experiencing a little bit of a sell-off, and that was only due to this one statement. President Trump says another tariff pause is unlikely. This is obviously going to cause a little bit of panic and at the same time uncertainty, which caused a lot of people to sell their crypto. But we all know that 7th of May is very, very soon, where the interest rate decisions will be coming out, and a lot of anticipation are towards the fact the interest rate will be decreased and therefore crypto will be going explosive. On the other end, Dogecoin breaks out, signals a potential 170% moonshot, while Dogecoin price prediction for 2025 is still huge, with $1 that can be reached by the end of summer, and COINBASE pushes for SEC waivers allowing crypto ownership by the staff. This is a big deal, while Swiss National Bank rejects adding Bitcoin to their reserves again. Now, before we get into the full details of all this, if you guys are here for the first time, you want to stay up to date with everything to do with Dogecoin, scroll down, tap the red subscribe button, and especially turn on your notification to become part of the strongest Dogecoin army on YouTube. And while you're there, slap a like on the video, just happily to bark with them, push the video out to more people. More people are paying attention to what's happening to Dogecoin. They decide to buy into it. It starts spiking up and all of us make a lot of profit. Now, first of all, I just want to show you guys how significant this is, exactly what's actually happened. Now you can see that about 4 days ago, when the market actually showed a very explosive growth where Bitcoin was able to recapture 92,000 and actually show a potential price bounce which might have put Bitcoin above 100k. Something similar happened with Dogecoin, but you can see that close to 18.6 we were rejected. And then there was a little bit of a sell-off where we found a support close to 17 cents. And yesterday we actually retested 18.7 and we were rejected, while today we were able to break out. What does this mean? Well, if I just put the chart into 1 hour, you guys can see it's a very clear trend that's starting to form, which is the market is slowly starting to show a positive sentiment. Now, this positive sentiment over time will obviously build even harder, and therefore these supports which are being tested will stop being tested, and most likely the market will start showing a positive growth. Let me tell you one thing, Monday is just around the corner. In less than 24 to 48 hours we're going to be in Monday, and usually Monday is going to be the time where the stock market is going to give us the trajectory in terms of how well the crypto market will do for the coming 7 days. And let me tell you one thing, the next week and a half until the 7th of May is going to be very, very volatile. That's where all majority of the traders are going to be making their money. I mean, if you just look at the open interest, it might be down 2%, but you can see that's actually grown to 900 million from like 700 million a couple of days ago. And long to short ratio, well, it's still in favor of long traders with a 67 to 34. Now, SEC chairman, which is Paul now, says crypto sector deserves a clear regulation. Now, this clear regulation is a very interesting statement because, especially towards stable coins, there is just a lot of uncertainty in terms of what to expect, and at the same time what kind of things will be penalized and what kind of things will be regulated. Now we have a new chairman, maybe crypto will be getting a little bit more clearer, and at the same time, if you guys have been paying attention to what's happened in the last 48 hours, obviously the SEC has mentioned that the banks now can do any sort of crypto activity without having to actually mention it to the actual government. Now, this is very, very strong statement because that was one of the reasons why the banks were clearly staying a little bit away from crypto, but now due to this openness, there will be a lot more money flowing from normal people into the crypto market. And President Trump says he would sign a bill banning Congress from trading stocks. This would be a huge deal because previously a lot of people have been using their powers for the wrong reason, and let's just say they have made a lot of money in the incorrect way. And President Trump says he had a meeting with China this morning, and if this trade war can come to an end, definitely the crypto market will be favored in a very positive way. While price prediction for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP, BNB, Solana, and Doge. Why is the Dogecoin price prediction so positive? That's what I want to show you guys, because if you just look currently, bounced back from 16 cents. Currently, it could reach 21 cents, and after that it would be going for 28. Let me tell you one thing: the amount of eyeballs which are paying very close attention to Dogecoin and is expecting Dogecoin to actually do good things is actually very high, and that should give you perspective in terms of in the near future we will be expecting Dogecoin to do extremely good numbers. And near ETF next ? Bitwise seeks approval alongside Solana, XRP, and Dogecoin filings. Now, after launching Bitcoin and Ethereum ETF, the crypto asset manager is expanding its focus now to Near protocol. So this should give you perspective that protocols like Near are definitely becoming much larger, and that's not something that's like crazy, but what's even crazier about that is you need to understand one important fact. More ETFs being released means more money will be flowing into the crypto market, and once that money is able to, capitalize the entire crypto market into a positive trend, let me tell you one thing: Dogecoin and just every other token is going to do extremely good numbers. Now, Dogecoin price prediction: will $1 still stand? While top meme tokens by social activity, it still shows you that Pepe might be seeing a little bit of a craziness, but Doge still has a lot more numbers and interactions when it comes to the overall idea. And if you just look at the trading volume, currently Doge is at 2 billion, which is starting to increase very rapidly, giving you a chance to actually load up before it's too late. And Bitcoin is showing a bearish diverse against the RSI on the 4-hour chart, with the TD substantial flashing multiple sell signals, and that's why the market actually experienced a little bit of a pullback. And this zone around the yearly open is a tough cookie. Now, this is interesting because this zone that currently we're in, it's always going to be something that's going to act as a resistance, but if we are able to break above, it's also going to act as a very strong support. So it's very important to be able to get away from this zone as quickly as possible and climb all the way up to 100k. And the Bitcoin ETF inflow hit 442 million. This should give you perspective that the inflow of ETF is definitely the thing that's actually pushing up the Bitcoin market even higher, and the chances of a lot of retail investors actually being super interested in Bitcoin's current price. And Ripple CEO states, what is this big announcement will do for XRP? Well, there's a lot of big things that's about to happen for XRP, and let's just say that's going to be also impacting the entire market in a positive way. Currently, we're sitting on a sitting duck, or you can say a time bomb that's about to explode, and before it does, you probably want to buy your favorite altcoin. Other than that, this is not financial advice. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon.